Hi, this video we're going to discuss about other type of testing. The third one is a retesting. And what is retesting? When we are going to do that? Retesting is, for example, you started testing one application. You observed that the application of functionality is not meeting the client requirements. Then what you are going to do as a tester? As we discussed earlier, we're going to send that as a bug to the development team. For the bug tracking tools, so many are there in the market. Bugzilla is there, Testopia is there, TestLink is there, a Quality Center or ALM. So many tools are there for bug tracking or test management. So you're going to raise the bug to the development team. Once you send the bug to the development team, what they are going to do? They will verify what are all the steps you have given in the bug. Whether it is actually bug or not, they are going to verify from their end. So what are the steps you have given in the bug, they are going to follow and they will execute all those steps and they will verify whether the functionality is working or not. For example, the functionality is not working from the development side also. Then they will accept that bug. Okay. Then we can call it as a defect. Okay. So the defect will be fixed by the development team. Once they fixed it, they will verify from their end. For example, it is working fine. Then they are going to send it back to the testing team. Then what we need to do, whatever the bug you raised, again you need to test that bug. Now it is working fine or not after fix done by the development team. So that is something like retesting. You are going to retest the bug, whether it is working fine after fix done by the development team. You're going to test the same functionality, whatever the bug feature you raise it to the development team. Same bug you are going to test it with various inputs you have given or different sets of test data you have used, and you are going to verify whether it is working fine or not. If it is works fine after fix, then you can close that bug. If it is not working, what you need to do? N number of times you can send bug to the development team if at all it is not fixed. We are not going to compromise with the quality. Quality wise, we are not at all compromising. Until the bug get fixed, you are going to send n number of times to the development team. So if it is working fine, then you will close that bug. If it is not working, again you will send it back to the development team for fixing. So retesting is something like what? Whenever you have raised bug to the development team, after fix done by the development team, again you are going to test the same bug with different inputs. That is something like retesting. So retesting, when we are doing each and every bug fixed done by the development team, then you are going to perform the retesting for that particular bug, whether it is fixed or not. So first you tested and you raised the bug to the development team. Again you are testing the same bug. So that is the reason they named it as we named it as a retesting. Again you are testing. So that is something like retesting. Next, fourth one. What is regression testing? Okay, fine. You have tested some functionality. A number of bugs are there. You send it to the development team. They accepted the bugs. And we can call them as a defects now. Defect fixing means what the development team is doing. Fixing of the defect means what development team is doing. They are fixing means they are changing the code, developed code. Whatever the code they developed initially, not developed properly. So now because of our bugs, they are fixing the code. It means they are changing the code. Here one thing you need to understand. They are changing the source code. It means that whenever they are changing the source code, unfortunately or unexpectedly, there may be a chance of they update the code wrongly in other places. Then what will happen? If wrongly they updated in other place instead of one place to to fix a bug, what will happen? This functionality may work, but other functionality may not work because of the code changes. simple. See, one thing we are fixing, other thing may get failed because of due to the fixing of one thing, the other features may get impacted. We don't know. They are fixing means they are changing the code. They are changing the code. So regression testing is something like this is main use of regression testing is to find the complete application stability. Complete application stability we are going to find out. But instead of complete, what we are going to do in regression testing is, for example, one bug is fixed by the development team, you are going to retest that particular bug. If that bug is fixed fine, then you are going to close that bug. That is one way that we are calling as a retesting. Regression testing means whatever the bug they fixed it, we need to identify for that fixed bug related functionalities. Whatever the functionalities related to that particular bug, those all functionalities we need to test it in the part of regression. Why we need to do that? There may be a chance to get impacted the related functionalities because of this bug fix. So that is the reason regression testing is something like, because of the fix done by the development team, we don't know, there may be a chance of it may get impact remaining related functionalities. That is the reason whenever you are doing a retesting, there should be a regression testing. Retesting means whether the bug is fixed or not. Regression testing means due to the fixing of that bug, other related functionalities are not getting impacted. That is the use of regression testing and all. So whenever you are doing a retesting, there may be a regression testing followed by it. And what is the advantage of regression testing? Regression testing advantage is to verify the application stability. Because of that fix, not impacted the other related functionalities. That is the confirmation we need to get from our end. If there may be chance, so I have observed so many cases in my projects. One bug is working fine, very well. When we tested the regression testing, sometimes what happened, 4 or 5 defects we have raised. Because of that fix, it is breaking some other functionality. Because unknowingly they fixed it. Okay, that bug is working. But unknowingly, without knowing to the development team, it has created some other bugs in some other related functionalities. That we need to ensure from our end, nothing is impacted because of that fix. So that is something like regression testing. These 4 are very, very important interview questions. Smoke testing, sanity testing, retesting, regression testing. Without these questions, no interview on manual testing. Or though in automation testing also, without these questions, no interview will be there. That is sure. And one thing I need to add here. Regression testing, we are doing each and every bug. For example, 100 bugs are you identified, 100 bugs fixed by the development team. But 100 bugs related functionalities you need to verify. But we have only less time, 2-3 days time. We need to verify 100 related bugs functional. For example, let me assume. Is it possible to complete? Usually it will take 1 month time. But we have only 2 days. How to perform the regression test? Within 2 days, all the functionalities we need to test it. So manually, it is not at all possible to test all the functionalities in 2 days. Usually it will take 1 month time. That is the reason we need to go for automation testing. We need to use automation tool that we are going to see in the future videos. So especially for regression testing, whenever functionality added, we need to do the regression testing. Whenever bug is fixed, we need to do the regression testing. When functionality is added, some new functionality, why we need to do the regression? Because of adding of that functionality, we don't know. The existing functionalities may break. So that is the reason 2 cases we need to do the regression testing. One is when bug is fixed by the development team, we need to do the regression testing. Second is, whenever new functionality is added to our application, then also we need to do the regression to ensure existing functionality is not getting impacted because of the added functionality. These four are very, very important interview questions. Without these questions, no interview will be there, though it is on manual testing or automation testing. Okay, so that's all for this video. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel and encourage me. Thank you.